You are listening to Maximum Pew Pew, an actual play RPG podcast. Maximum Pew Pew follows continuous storylines and are meant to be enjoyed from the beginning. This episode is part of a special selection of bonus Extra Life materials and may contain spoilers for any associated works. In this episode of the Cawdor Complex, the party makes their way to Time Lab Alpha.
And we're live. Welcome back from the break. Speaking of breaks, whenever we left, there was an incident in the break room wherein Halen did a little bit of corporate espionage and got some information
in the break room
and made sure that the mission parameters are going to be fulfilled to the best of his abilities. What happens next? You guys kind of have free reign over this strange.
We're in room 11 still, looking at glass tanks.
Oh no!
Someone in awe.
Well, you know, honestly, the longer I'm here, looking at the giant volcano dinosaur, the cuter the scientist who helped make it looks.
Yeah.
Wait, you have personal isn't it a positive relationship type deal? A little 0.1 there.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And the afterglow.
Assuming it doesn't get, assuming my Pokemon doesn't get jealous.
So are you rolling to flirt now? Like what is happening?
Roll to flirt.
No. I don't know. I just he may go home and find my number in his pocket.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So what has happened is you guys have figured out that this base is experimenting with dinosaur DNA in order to try to figure out problems with the time stream. What Gibson did with his cipher was to confirm your suspicions that there are time anomalies in all three time labs of this base, the largest being Time Lab Omega.
Twice as large as Alpha.
Twice as large.
Beta.
Correct.
Yeah.
We want to go one of the smaller ones first. Or do we want to go for it?
Sorry, this time anomaly is too cold. This time anomaly is too hot.
Ooh, this one is just right.
Sure.
The Goldilocks time anomaly.
We're looking for the temporal Goldilocks zone.
That's exactly
So we
right.
want to skip over room 13 on our way back to here, or do we want to
13's fine.
go to big room number 13?
It looks like
It looks pretty big, and it looks like there's docking bays or something there.
Yeah, they're dinosaur docking bays.
This area contains several massive pens for keeping dinosaurs, as well as
Good call.
a gigantic wall unit containing a popular kind of dinosaur kibble. Popular with breeders and scientists, anyhow. Most dinosaurs only eat kibble when nothing better is available. Currently, only one cell is inhabited, but it holds 3 platypuppies. Platypuppies? No staff member is in this chamber because feeding and care only occur when it's feeding time. Another cell is open and empty, but filled with signs of habitation, as if it's the home of an animal that is not currently in this pen. And if you want to know what platypuppies are...
Platypuppies.
Yeah.
What's the stupidest way?
Platypus?
Yeah. What's the stupidest way to pronounce?
Yeah. Platypode. And that might be the way, right? No, that might be right. I don't know. Platypodes are weird creatures. Yeah. Let's make this as West Virginia as we can. Platypodes are weird creatures. Slippery smooth skin that's so shiny and pale it almost seems translucent. Giant front claws on the ends of wing-like flippers and a horned head and a spined tail that are nearly gelatinous in their feel. Amphibious, they're bipedal on land but swim using mostly their front limbs and tail. No matter what they're doing, fishing, digging, or lying stretched out along sun-warmed rocks, they hoot, honk, click, and coo, emitting what seems like to be a series of new noises constantly. Originally created in labs for the sole purpose of oceanside manual labor, all platypodes are female. The goal was to keep the population in check and ensure that these creatures, which had no natural predators, didn't overrun the oceans. But life
finds a way.
Yeah, insert the Jeff Goldblum.
Sorry, Dr. Malcolm.
Insert.
Jeff Goldblum meme right here. And the running and the screaming.
Here, quite literally, but the platypodes did something amazing. They reproduced. Anyway, genetic testing confirmed that the platypups only have DNA from their moms. To keep the population under control, the platypode creation program has been put on hold indefinitely.
So I would like to go out of character for a moment and think about the author sitting there in bed with their significant other, just giggling to themselves, like
Someone's gonna read this.
Platypodes and platypups. This is the most amazing thing ever.
Yeah, no, she had a lot of fun writing.
Significant other. Why did I marry you?
right.
No, she knows that this is why I married you.
So is there a lot to do in this room?
We can explore the cells.
We can feed the puppies.
Yeah,
It's not.
there's a bunch of kibble.
We don't know what happens when they get kibble when they're not supposed to.
It's not like they're going to turn into
It's a
gremlins
dime.
after
We
midnight.
They
From
could.
Jurassic Park to Gremlins very
Yeah.
quickly.
No, I'm gonna haul one of those, just one of the bags of kibble, just with my shiv,
Dino
just
chow,
right
Purina.
down the middle of the bag, and just.
Hold on, we can't feed these this. This is not the organic kind.
Oh, jeez.
We don't have a way to process it here.
So, yeah, you open up the bag and you just hear as they're obviously getting excited to get
they're
some
hungry.
food.
I think we need a new ringtone cut out of this.
That's going to be.
So we're gonna feed them. Feed the platypode pups. Platypups.
Roll to feed. No, just kidding.
Oh, who's a good
What
boy?
difficulty is
Who's a
there?
good platypuppy? The bestest boy. Girl. Sorry,
Yeah.
girls. 'Cause
No, you successfully feed the platypodes and platypodes.
we have a platypod trap.
Well, there's that E at the end of the word.
that
and, and so
It's
Platypode.
Platypity.
Platypity.
Pronounce it
Platypity.
the Greek way.
Look, we just made. If things go south, we just made new friends.
Yeah, they're with us.
yeah, cool. Yeah, you successfully feed them.
We fed the gelatinous
Anything else?
dinosaurs.
Is there anything else in this room that's worth noting?
No, this looks like a kennel.
On to 14. On to 14.
Next room.
Traditional lab space here provides desks and some lab surface for up to 10 scientists at one time, though usually there are only 3 scientists, maybe about a total of 6 scientists here. If you have So whenever you come in here, the scientists basically see that you have the Sadiki credentials and are kind of looking things over, and everybody's sort of eager to show you like what they're working on.
Enthusiastic.
Let's just wander up and see what they're doing.
Well, lab stuff is something that I can do. So let's go talk. Let's let them show off.
Yeah.
Just let them go.
Same.
So the first group that you get to are
Zooming out.
temporal scientists, and they are currently working on time dilation constants during solar flares, which we all know is a problem whenever you're working in temporal science. And so what they've done is they've figured out the math that would keep the time flow constant during a solar flare, but the problem that they're having is predicting whenever said solar flares may occur.
Aren't you good at predicting stuff?
You can just use the telescopes we're not using to look for an asteroid.
I'm infatuated with predicting a thing that we already know is going to happen because we went to the past. So, I mean, it's not like...
Oh, yeah, that one.
Cool. Actually, I do want to try this. So I'm going to use one of my abilities, Time Tap. I want to try to get in their good graces.
Okay.
So I'm going to use Time Tap, which using an implant, fingerprint lock device, or other equipment unique to me, I'll say it's a watch or something.
Not so. I have a fingerprint smart lock.
Oh, I'll see my watch here. You connect with the time anomaly that is within immediate range. and ask it one basic question about a recent or current event, experience, or person. If you succeed, it will give you a vision of the answer. So I'm just going to like think and just like check, like, when's the next solar flare?
Okay, and so you're communicating with one of the 3 time anomalies at the base.
Is that how that?
I think that's what you said.
Yeah. Or do you want to just
connect
go
with a time anomaly that is in, okay? So time anomaly is an actual physical thing, not a concept that.
Right, there are little so a time anomaly is literally. So I guess
but we're right next.
We kind of missed that in the broad brushes of the overview of the setting. Is that all of the tampering with the timeline that Sadie did previously not only trapped you here, but it's also kind of screwed up time as the 4th dimension.
So
right?
it's like Chrono Trigger, where you wander across like this rift and you can interact with it, and it does weird stuff. That's kind of okay.
Yeah, and so the time anomalies are kind of freaky because you probably want to close them because weird things happen around them, but that's also where you get your ciphers. Yeah. And that's also apparently the way that Uncle Rados is trying to fix the time stream is by opening up.
So I'll do that. Like I'm going to channel this, time anomaly, whatever's closest. And was it said that it was alpha?
Yeah, it doesn't. There's plenty. There's plenty.
Okay, we're about 15 feet from alpha.
So yeah, I'm going to just channel on that and see if there's any type of vision that I could be provided that tells me like when to predict the next solar flare.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, you know when it is.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll relay that to him. It's like when the next one's here if you need to. It's so elementary. I can't you don't know how to predict those. You definitely need Sadie's help.
Okay. I guess I'll. What harm is there in trusting that this is true? And they kind of write it down. And if this is true, and if you have this ability, then you could change my research moving forward.
Well, Sadie could.
Oh,
this was this is part of the reason why we're doing this review and everything. And is it worth my time? I mean, solar flares. I mean, they're so pedestrian.
And so while you're talking with the temporal scientist, like one of the geneticists walks up and is like, I've been working in the biology lab, and I have been able to figure out how to double the uptake of nutrients in pluripotent ion baths. So what that means is that we can study and work on the dinosaur subjects longer without them having any adverse effects and needing to be taken out of the baths in order to rest up and heal. Isn't that amazing? Give me a cookie. Is basically
that sounds extremely unethical. Why not give the dinosaurs sufficient amount of rest necessary?
Because they're making lava gods.
Well, but aren't you also trying to?
This is an important thing. You could keep the lava god dragon dinosaur in its vat for twice as long before you have to take it out. This is exciting.
Yeah, you don't want to draw the short straw on walking.
Yeah, but you're also and Mars, you're also creating a scenario where you're potentially altering the DNA. And isn't the problem here is you want to try to study this DNA and you're creating alterations. You're basically muddying your own work. I'm just getting super frustrated.
Yeah. And he's kind of indignant and pushes his glasses up on his nose. So there is no evidence that we are altering anything in the genetic structure by basically figuring out a better solution to put the dinosaurs in so that they can double the uptake of the nutrients that is provided in the solution.
And I was getting his face. And you're creating this dependence upon this particular thing, and you mean to tell me that the dinosaurs aren't going to adapt to the net? Really, for whatever reason, taking this in-character thing, way too far.
Yeah. And finally he's like, geez, agree to disagree. I thought it was cool, and I thought you might like it. And he kind of walks away back to the table.
Okay. And then just the fear that I may have lost that argument. It's ethical research. And just storm out the other direction. I'm getting a nutty buddy. You don't want a nutty buddy.
Little Debbie.
Only if it's been in the tank twice as long.
Just turn around. Not buddy!
All right.
Here, you want to borrow
upward?
this? It'll erase a recent traumatic situation.
The next room is 15.
Yeah,
we
it's a
wanna go for
hallway, and we turn left, and it's
Is there an easy?
anomaly
Is there some
one.
sort of
Time lab one.
locking mechanism going into 15, or can we just wander in there as well?
No, you guys have free access to
I
all
love
this
this
stuff.
Thunderbird style naming convention this place has.
Okay.
We want to go in there. 15.
Sure, once once moral ego is back with his nutty bar.
Are you back with your nutty bar? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's back.
Yeah.
He seems to be calming down. He's at level 7.
You're doing some fantastic work over there that's not going to translate to the podcast later, but I just want to give you a quick bravo for that.
And we are in.
Angry chewing that you just did.
The whole crew, all 8 of us, are
Yeah.
now in room 15.
Great. Scientific machinery surrounds a wavering time anomaly that is open in this chamber. The anomaly emits a strange whine for reasons no one has figured out.
Mom!
Needs a little WD-40. It's just a ball bearing. It's a ball bearing. Bad bearing. Bad bearing.
There are a couple of temporal scientists here. Anybody who has spent a cipher gets to replenish one of your ciphers.
I was about to say I might burn one just to.
I burnt mine.
Well, you know what? I will burn one of mine because it gives
I did
me
one. My dino senses. I
plus
used
5
one of
to my
those.
might pool for an hour. That'll probably be the rest of
Changes
this
appearance of
place.
non-human creature.
I'll,
we just replenished.
So yeah.
I'd like to use my enduring shield that gives me for the next day. I have an asset to speed defense rolls.
That's amazing.
Yeah. It says level 8, so that sounds important.
Yeah,
Mine was level 9.
I changed my appearance, so I get that back. So I'm back up to 3.
All right. So
Do we
what do we
replenish
Yes,
what we
it's
have,
replenish.
or do we get new ones?
No, yeah. You get new. You never
get new.
really
Yeah.
get the same cipher twice.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it could
Unless
happen.
you
I
play for a
suppose,
long
but-
time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Halen
No, they will
Halen,
sell
what's
you more
Halen
charts.
get?
or cards.
Jacks.
There are lots and lots of charts
Jack
full of
spread-
What is
Jinx.
Halen's new chit?
Halen, your new thing is called the Companion Connector.
Oh.
Whenever you activate this, you get a 1-hour telepathic bond with a willing creature.
Nice.
Ooh. Does it have to be a companion?
It
Willing
has to be
creature.
it has to be a willing non-humanoid creature.
Okay.
That pterodactyl earlier was not willing.
Whenever he
It could have been
juju
willing.
on
What
it.
is the opposite of consent? Because that's what it was.
So we're doing like a Pacific Rim 2.
I've not seen the second one. Sadiki, you get a delineator. It creates a map of the immediate area on your skin. It lasts 24 hours and up to 1 mile.
Good Lord.
Like
We downloaded that, so I mean, we'll
Yeah.
save that for later.
Mar,
Yes.
you get a meditation aid. When you pop this,
You got a drug.
You got a
Yeah.
chill pill.
when you pop this pill, you get 4 points of your intellect pool restored.
So it's like
Wow.
a super nutty
I
bite.
will trade you.
And Gibson, you get a rock. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes. It's a very It's a very heavy
Just
rock.
put that in your tax. It does 3
I'm
damage.
I'm writing rock down. You said it.
You get an efficacy boost, which means that when you pop this, the difficulty of any one ability check is dropped by 1 step.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
That's a little
That's
carte
big.
blanche there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be big.
An efficacy boost. You just become more effective.
At
How long does it
everything.
last? Just one
One turn?
check?
One
yeah,
check.
for 1, yeah.
Gotcha.
All right.
Yeah, so there's a flock of 12 guard raptors that are kind of just hanging out in here, and one of the scientists looks over and says they are attracted to the weird noise this time anomaly makes. We don't know what's going on with that.
So this is why there are
That's
no guards
kind of
in the
interesting
hallway.
in and of itself.
Yeah.
I think you pretty much nailed it with that description.
And then the And then the scientists go, oh no,
That's
as
not good.
the velociraptors all jump to attack you. Everybody roll speed.
Everybody rolled speed, huh?
Yeah. If you beat a 9, you go before the dinosaurs.
No.
20.
I got
This is
4.
Yeah, this is initiative, so
So I
need a 6 or
can,
better.
yeah, 6. Got an 11.
Sadiki and Gibson. And what'd you get, Halen?
4.
Okay, so what'd you get?
11.
Yeah, so Mar, then dinosaurs, then Halen.
There's how many? 12?
I assume
12 guard raptors.
I assume they aren't willing creatures.
They aren't. The scientists look terribly surprised that you are being attacked by these dinosaurs, considering you're wearing the magma stats.
The battery ran out on my magma stat.
We've got the two
They turn
guest
into magma
ones too.
stacks, like I said earlier.
Magma stacks.
Okay, so anyone except for Halen can go first.
I can go.
Yeah, like let's start off big.
Yeah,
You want me to-
smash something?
Okay. Gibson will pull a his maul out of his pack and run up and hit one of the raptors, or meet one of the raptors that's rushing us.
Okay, so roll an attack. So that would either be, I would imagine a maul is probably a strength-based weapon. It'll say that in your weapons. It should.
It just says
not.
Does
it
not.
just says damage.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll say it's a might-based weapon.
Well, yeah, since I can smash and break things.
So you're looking for. So let's do this. You're looking for a 9 or better. Your proficiency with smashing things is going to bring that down to a 6 or better.
Correct.
Do you have any other? Do you want to apply effort? Do you have any other thing that you want to do?
Oh, well, I have it just says I'm practiced with all weapons. Does that mean anything?
That's probably keeps you from taking a penalty to the level or something like a proficiency.
I mean,
It's
let me make sure I get
under
this right. special.
special abilities.
Yeah, let me make sure I get this right.
I think that's just the weapons you're allowed to use. Like Halen can only use light weapons.
Right.
And
Yeah,
I
it's probably
somehow
like
have
hunting
light and
efficiency.
I
medium.
have a hunting knife. But I do have this little sonic grenade that may be used.
Yeah,
very
nobody
quickly.
assigned the chainsaw and the head laser gun. Like those are just hanging out somewhere.
They're not somewhere. They're in somebody's pack.
Were
That
those
would be
ciphers?
clumsy.
Were those ciphers or were those?
No, those
Items.
were just weapons.
Those are weapon items.
Those were weapons.
Yeah, I don't think that actually.
Yeah, I don't think
it.
it does. I don't
Yeah.
think it does.
Okay.
You can run around with the
So
solar-powered chainsaw.
it's
Yes,
what
I'll take
what
that
do I need to
chainsaw.
beat to?
So you need a 6 or better to hit.
To hit
You now
one?
have a
do your
chainsaw.
damage. Yep.
I'm not going to spend an effort on that.
It's something.
I don't think.
You know?
Take the head laser.
I should have
Discover.
because I rolled a
Take
5.
that
I
laser.
miss.
Okay, you miss. So Sadiki or Mar?
I have a chainsaw.
Okay.
I would like the chainsaw.
Okay, chainsaw.
You just chopped down a tree and it didn't fall on the right spot.
All right. So
It's just got dark.
It's the Gears of War Lancer, but without the gun.
right. The gun didn't work. So what special do I need to know about using the chainsaw?
I am
mean,
looking
am I
that
just-
up right now. It's a solar chainsaw.
Thou lovest the holy hand grenade. What does it do?
If I could spell. There's no O in chain.
There is an I.
Bye, Val.
I'm not finding the solar chainsaw in here.
It's called the Chainsaw of Death. It's specially
Solar
used on
chainsaw.
velociraptors.
I found it.
What's the damage rating on a chainsaw?
That's what I'm looking it up. Hold on.
Okay.
I've got it here. Solar chainsaw is a... I thought I had it. I clicked onto the hyperlink. Solar chainsaw. It's right under the laser guns. Laser crossbow, laser gun. Solar chainsaw is a heavy weapon. Does 6 points of damage.
Okay. Is there any modifier to the roll?
There is not.
Okay.
And so, yeah, there's not. So it's going to be, you're going to need a 9 or better on the roll.
Okay. And you know what? I've never used a chainsaw on a living creature before, so I'll claim that asset.
6 or better.
Who is your god now, dinosaur? Oh, natural 1.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god, there's a reason I haven't done this before.
Yeah, so,
The chain broke.
Inflicting damage on you.
yeah, a natural 1
Oh, no.
is a GM intrusion in the Cypher system.
Oh, dear.
That's some tasty XP right there.
So when you roll a 1,
Oh.
GM gets a free intrusion that does not require spending of any experience points
Oh,
on my
boy.
part. And so what I'm going to say happens is that, in fact, you've never used a chainsaw not only on a living organism before, but probably ever in your life. And it's something that you do.
Solar powered. I don't have to pull start it.
Something that you do to like try to turn it on hangs, and the machinery itself, you did find it in a dilapidated old.
It was in a
spaceship as
pack.
well.
It didn't
Yeah.
charge.
And smoke arises from the electronics of your solar powered chainsaw, and it no longer works at all. Now your friend might be able to fix it later, but you're definitely not going to get it
You
until that
have a
happens.
bludgeoning weapon.
All right.
I seem just. Did you not Oh.
Did you put gas in that or oil gas mixture?
Mar.
Solar powered.
Mar.
I, having not really much in the form of
Mars gonna run away.
The dinosaurs haven't been turned into gasoline yet. It can't be gas powered.
seeing as how Mar doesn't really have much
we
physical
brought back
prowess, she's probably going to have to lean on Houdini
work.
Okay.
to actually do
That's a
something
conundrum.
here.
Okay.
And who better to combat these raptors than a raptor itself? Something that's sparred with these things to learn how to kill.
Sure.
Since birth.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm going to say, Houdini, do work.
Sick.
Sick.
Yeah.
Get him.
Get him, Blue.
So it's going to be a 9 to attack from Houdini.
Houdini rolls. Oh, that was almost a 20. It's 14.
Okay, that hits. What kind of damage does Houdini do?
Doesn't tell.
Two,
It says does 2 points of damage with its
Claws?
talon. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it's definitely
almost a 20.
it's gotten a pack of 3 raptors to take a look at Houdini as a target, as opposed to any of the humanoids that are there. Speaking of the dinosaurs, dinosaurs attack. So I'm going to need each of you to make 3 defense rolls. And it's going to be a level 9 defense roll. Whatever you want to do to reduce the difficulty, you can do it in your head and tell me whether or not.
What does my armor do?
Oh, that soaks. That's going to soak damage.
And Nautils.
Huh?
Is that
What
a
is
currency? Nautils?
Nautils.
I think it's probably your cashish.
Okay.
It's your cash money.
Gotcha.
I have some wet weave clothing.
Dollar bill.
So I do have a question. I am trained without armor.
Uh-huh.
Does that mean that I act as if I'm trained on this defense check?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because if it's trained, if you're trained in it, then that's a trained.
Okay.
Right.
So we roll 3 20s.
Because trained is a very specific word in
So-
the rules.
So it lowers that 9 to a 6.
Correct.
Okay.
It's like somebody might be trained in speed defense or in
Right.
might defense or something.
So that just means I get that benefit as long as I'm not wearing armor.
Correct.
What about my training in intimidation and scare tactics?
Not going to work against these velociraptors. I'm sorry.
What, I got to beat what? A 9?
Yeah.
I rolled. That's a 16.
I had 2 17s and a 4. You
Okay.
said roll 3 times.
So you're going to take attack with treat as one level of attack. No, you know what? I read that stat block wrong. So if everybody make at least one of those 3 rolls I made you make? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll just say that. So what happens is whenever 3, it says 3 attack 1 target, and I didn't finish reading it. I'm supposed to treat that as 1 attack whenever
I see.
a pack of raptors attacking you. So we'll just say that you all pass the speed
raptor
defense.
swarm.
Yeah. So there are 3 raptors around each one of you, and I guess instead of 1 around Mar, it would actually be around Houdini. And so we'll just say that there's
10?
Yeah. Okay. So
Because I have this
there's
asset right now.
there's a lot of
looking for
riposte
Sadiki.
and sort of dancing going back and
Yeah.
forth between the dinosaurs and you guys. Halen.
I have this thing called a sonic grenade. What does that do?
They like sound.
Yeah,
Curious if they're going to like what comes out of this bad
it
boy.
could knock them out or something. We don't know it because they did like
could
sound.
disorient them or something.
Yeah, we're going for disorientation
I
here.
love Monty Cook's PDFs because they are linked to the high heavens, and all you have to do is click search, and it brings up the pages in this little box. And it's amazing.
And the sonic grenade plays Bee Gees The Tragedy as you die. No.
As much as the very theme of this game, we would like to remind you that some things do belong in the past.
Dun, dun, dun.
Getting there.
I can't find the sonic grenade. I'm going to say that it does.
20 second delay on Twitch.
I know, it's pretty...
I'm just going to say it does sonic style damage like a
Okay.
grenade would.
Right.
So you just need to roll an attack. So it's a 9 or better to hit, and
Okay.
I will look up the damage of grenades
See if there's
generally
anything
as you do that.
else to give it any edge. I don't think I have anything else than just 9 or better. We'll see if we get a hit. 13.
Yeah, that'll hit.
We're almost there.
You'd see like the...
Yeah, I'll just say
It says grenade, not grenades.
Well,
So I think I have 1, unless it's
Well,
self-replenishing.
there's 12 raptors. This
well,
would
now
be
there
a-
are 9 raptors because I'm finished doing the book race, and in my mind, the grenade is going to hit in an area and cause a sonic effect.
Right.
And they kind of like all fall over and are no more because of all of the sonic assaults on their ears. Okay. Sadiki, or I guess Sadiki, Gibson, or Mar, you guys decide.
All right. I'm going to get angry and throw this chainsaw at one. Just beat them with the chainsaw.
Okay.
It's like in Smash Brothers when the weapon doesn't have any
that's
more
better.
charges, so you just toss it.
That's awesome.
Yes, or like,
Throwing weapons.
or again, Breath of the Wild, where you just like haul it back and throw it when it's on its last durability. There we go. It's a 16.
Okay. Let's say that it does 6 damage as a chainsaw.
Right.
Let's drop it down to a medium weapon and say that it does 4 damage
I'll take it.
as a bludgeoning device, which will knock out one of the 3 raptors that is around you.
And I'll like
So
yell.
there's down to 8.
And I'll yell at it. It's like, ah!
Nice. So Gibson or Mar?
I'll continue to have Houdini go on the offensive.
Okay.
See if perhaps he can take another one out. Hey.
That would be an 18.
Oh, fun rule about number 18s in attacks is that it does a damage bonus. If the roll is on an attack, it deals 2 additional points of damage.
So he
So makes
does
it
4 damage.
4 damage, which takes out another one of the raptors.
So they're down to
bringing it
7.
7. Gibson.
Gibson will swing his maul wildly again since his first attack missed.
Okay.
And that will be exactly a 9.
That'll hit. What does that do? 6 damage?
6 damage.
Yeah, so there's only 6 dinosaurs now. Speaking of dinosaurs, it's their turn.
How that does more damage than my raptor?
From a design standpoint, I imagine it so that your dinosaur buddies don't take the spotlight.
The raptor can't aim for the soft spots.
Oh, wait.
Well.
Oh, I'm using my laser beam next time.
Good plan.
I'm going to have 3 of the raptors attack Houdini.
Okay.
So take Houdini needs to do a speed defense roll, and I'm going to have 3 of the raptors attack the one that just threw the sonic hand grenade. So they're going to attack Halen. I need you to make 1 speed defense.
Speed defense is...
And you need to make... And so think
13.
about this and... Okay, or don't. That's,
Or not.
yeah.
No
Dodge.
think, only dodge.
Yeah, that's going to do 6 points of damage to Halen. So you can take, since it's physical damage, you can take that either out of your might or your speed pool. It's up to you.
Boy. I will take it out of might.
I like how Houdini is flashy and he's
So it puts me
proficient
down
in
to a
sneaky.
2.
Yeah.
And I can roll a
No sense at all.
D6 and get some juice back. But that's for an arrestor.
I don't think Houdini does. Yeah, I don't think Houdini has anything.
Houdini is a contradictory raptor.
Right. He rolled another 18.
Oh, yeah. So, good job.
He's,
So that only goes in the speed pool, so I'm going to
Doing the thing.
take that
There's
as a
no
speed pool
minor or major effect for an 18 unless it's an attack roll.
Right.
Yeah.
because I can heal only
Dinosaurs.
speed.
Halen's turn.
I have a laser beam on my head. What's the power of that?
Oh, you have one of those head lasers.
Yes.
I was wondering when we were going to get to some laser beams. It's been a bunch of dinosaurs, but not many laser beams.
Cyclops it up.
I like to think
Because
he's wearing it like
I assume my
like a
sonic grenades are
Triceratops,
gone now because I only had
on his
one.
forehead.
Says sonic grenade. I don't think
Right.
I get an
So-
endless supply of those.
A headset laser gun is a heavy weapon that does 6 points of damage. You need to roll a 9 or better to hit one of these fine feathered dinosaurs. Again, this game is about trying to figure out ways to reduce that number. So if you have training or an asset, or if you want to spend that would be a speed effort, I believe, in order to fire a ranged weapon.
I've only got to beat the 6, right?
Yeah. So discovery of hacking. Let me see, what does Anzu have? Anything?
Anzu would help you in like working on stuff.
No.
You're not a combat
You're
character.
not.
Yeah. You did really good with the magma stat.
Mhm.
Yeah. That was an important part of this whole thing working. So
I'm just got to roll it.
yeah, roll it. See if you get a 9 or better. It's better than 50-50.
There you go. That's an 18.
18
so you
again.
do 2 extra points of damage, which is 8 points of damage. So you fire off 2 quick blasts with this headset laser gun and take out 2 of the remaining 6 dinosaurs.
Looks like an
Killed
assaultron
5
with this
of
head
the-
laser going on.
He's like, I'm not. Yeah, we just had a conversation about how you're not a combat
I'm not a
character.
combat. I
Five of
killed the
You killed 6 of them, right? Or was it 5
I
of them?
think I got 5 of them.
I got one, guys.
All right, so there's 4
Bro
of
man
them.
all over again.
What are you doing? I'm just swinging in the dark here.
One of any of the 3 player characters who was not Van Halen can go ahead.
We have 4 to kill off because I'm down to 7 in speed. I'm not dodging a whole lot.
All right. Well, now that I'm no longer equipped with a chainsaw, I will use my laser crossbow and fire with my laser crossbow bolts. I'm not sure how that works.
Yeah, laser crossbow is a medium weapon.
6.
Yep, medium weapon. So you need to get a 9 or better to do 4 points of damage.
All right. Well, let's give it a shot. Pew pew. And that's an 18.
Oh, so you do 6 points of damage and take out yet another velociraptor. So the scientists are just like standing back, like, what in the world is happening as these well-trained SATI executive officers are putting down some of their best raptor guards.
Well, you know, they obviously were out of control.
Coming right at me, it's coming right at me.
So Gibson or Mar?
Gonna have Houdini attack.
Yeah, I'm
Are
gonna
these biorobotic
have Houdini
raptors or just
continue the
regular
assault.
raptors?
That's a 3.
Oh,
Houdini
Houdini,
missed.
no.
Oh, Houdini
'Cause I
missed.
can click.
So, Gibson.
Gibson's gonna swing his maul again. With a 19.
That's a lot of damage.
Smack.
God, just knock that one back to
that
the
8?
to the present past.
If the roll was an attack, it deals 3 additional points of damage.
This is 9.
9
9
damage.
points. So that'll take out. So technically, I mean, to get through this, honestly, I don't remember. I might be mixing up systems, but we'll just say that will apply the damage
the
across
minion
both
system,
of the two, and
Got a little
the
Star Wars-y in
Velociraptors.
here.
I just
all
hit
of a sudden.
one Velociraptor into another Velociraptor.
Does that leave us with 1, or were there only 2 left?
There was 4
There were
left.
There were
4.
3.
3, so there's 1 left.
One
One left. Okay. Dinosaur's turn. The one dinosaur is going to swing at Houdini. So Houdini needs to make a. This time it is a 9 speed defense because there's not 3 of them. It reduces it 2 steps to a 9, which is what you need.
19.
Yep. That'll work.
We'll start
She's going hot. Jeez.
She's just jumping. She's just,
Yeah.
Okay, and so who?
I'm
up again.
Yeah,
I think I can fire my laser beam again.
do it again. Roll a 9 or better.
I rolled a 9 exactly.
Houdini.
That hits. So you take out the final
flower
Velociraptor. A dozen smoking corpses of feathery, singed Velociraptors lay at your murderous feet. The scientists in this time anomaly room stare agape. What just happened? Who are you guys?
I hope you've enjoyed this extra life content. If you're interested in updates from Team WV Fox, follow us on Facebook. In addition to event updates and details, there are opportunities to win some excellent prizes, such as a copy of the 7th Sea 2nd Edition Core Rulebook published by John Wick Presents. If you would like to support Maximum Pew Pew and WV Fox, please visit tinyurl.com/maxpewpew to make a tax-deductible donation today. All donors supporting my donation efforts will be announced at the end of every Extra Life episode on Maximum Pew Pew. This week, I would like to thank the Bailey family, Scott, Jonathan, and our anonymous donors for their donation to Team WV Fox and Cincinnati Children's Hospital. Please look forward to the official Team WV Fox Marathon event, starting Saturday, May 4th, 2019 at the James Mark Building, located at 901 Courier Street, Charleston, West Virginia. Ambient music provided by Tabletop Audio, original 10-minute ambiances and music for games and stories. Find out more at tabletopaudio.com.